David Lemieux defeats Hassan and Dam and Jickham via 12-round unanimous decision to capture the vacant IBF middleweight world title. David Lemieux, I've covered his fights before. He's a very big puncher. He's very explosive. He starts fast. You can tell this guy, especially early on in his career, was a big Mike Tyson fan. You could see elements of Mike Tyson in his style. Certainly that spirit of Tyson of just coming flying out and attacking people. But he's far more wild than certainly Tyson was, and far more wild than he should be. He makes a lot of mistakes, leaves himself open a lot of the time, and that obviously backfired on him in the Marco Antonio Rubio fight and the fight after that, which he also lost. And even in the Gabe Rosado fight, there were moments there where I thought he looked a bit shaky against Rosado because he's so wild, he's so committed to offense that he leaves himself vulnerable on a regular basis. He's an all or nothing type of fighter. And I think when someone gets on top of him again, the way that Marco Antonio Rubio did, I think Lemieux's going to have problems. I really do. But his power and his explosiveness is, there's no point denying it. It's tremendous. Would he have a chance against Gennady Golovkin? I think Golovkin stops him, personally myself. Yes, he's more explosive than Golovkin. He might even be able to match Golovkin for power. Who knows? Okay, don't get on my back, all you Golovkin fanboys saying he don't hit as hard as Golovkin. I'm not saying he does. I'm saying who knows? Okay, but he certainly hits very hard. And he's explosive. What about David Lemieux against the winner of Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto? I know the winner of Canelo Alvarez, Cotto, depending on if Miguel Cotto's WBC title's on the line, the winner of that fight is supposed to fight Golovkin. We know that. But what is supposed to happen and what does happen are usually two different things in boxing. But nonetheless, I would still like to see David Lemieux face the winner of Canelo Cotto, particularly if it's Canelo. I think that would be a tremendous fight. And seeing as that Canelo is also with Golden Boy, that fight should be able to happen. Lemieux's also with Golden Boy. He signed with them recently, so it seems like a natural fight. Canelo taking on David Lemieux for the IBF middleweight title. But then again, I've been saying this for a while and I firmly believe this. Canelo is avoiding going up to 160 pounds because of Golovkin. That's just my personal opinion. He don't want no work off Golovkin, so he's waiting for Golovkin to move up to 168 or do something else before he makes that move, because everything that Canelo's doing indicates he wants to stay at 154 as long as possible, despite the fact he's huge at the weight. I mean, Canelo on fight night is often weighing above 170 pounds. The guy's a light heavyweight on fight night. He's huge at the weight, but he's still killing himself to stay at 154 because he don't want that GGG. If it weren't for GGG, I think you'd see Canelo step up before now. So, just my opinion anyway. Let me know what you felt about David Lemieux's performance. He dropped Hassan and Dam and Jickham more times than I care to remember. I can't even remember how many times he dropped him. He dropped him like God knows how many times. Hassan and Jickham has a heart as big as half of the world. I mean, this guy is incredibly tough mentally. He kept getting dropped by real heavy shots and hurt badly and really beaten up, particularly in the early half of the fight, in the first half of the fight. But he just keeps getting up, keeps fighting back, and he never seems to lose confidence when he gets battered to the floor and knocked half unconscious. Most fighters lose confidence and they go into a shell and they just try and survive and start feeling sorry for themselves. Hassan and Dam and Jickham just seems to get up normal. This guy obviously took beatings as a kid. I can tell you that. I know them African beatings. You know, the parents some African parents be laying down on the kids. Hassan and Dam and Jickham definitely took some serious African beatings because he was undeterred and undiscouraged. And later on in the fight, he actually had a bit of success. He was throwing some punches. He was trying to back David Lemieux up, but wasn't able to hurt him, wasn't really able to, you know, get the job done. But it was similar to the Peter Quillen fight, obviously, because he was up and down like a yo-yo in that fight, you know, getting bounced off the canvas like a rubber ball by Quillen as well. And it was the same thing against David Lemieux. So tremendous heart by Hassan and Jickham, but not enough power, it seems. And not really the skills, I guess. His skills are okay, but not enough skills to be able to outslick David Lemieux and take advantage of the wild wildness of Lemieux and the mistakes that he does make. So anyway, drop your comments below and let me know how you felt about David Lemieux's performance. Who would you like to see him in the ring with next? How do you think he would fare against the winner of Miguel Cotto versus Canelo Alvarez? And how do you think he would do against GGG? All right, it's happening. I'm out.